Hi, I'm Ruth and I'm a vet with the Tassie Devil Immunology Research Group at Menzies. We've come to Zoodoo this week to carry out a trial on 4 of the Zoodoo devils. The overall goal of our research group is to develop a vaccine against Devil Facial Tumour Disease, and we plan to deliver that vaccine in an oral bait. This trial is to figure out if we can use a bait marker in the bait to find out which devils are consuming the baits.
I'm Sally Knopf. I'm a veterinarian that's come from the United States to work with University of Tasmania Menzies Institute of Medical Research in the Wild Immunology Lab. My reason for being here was my interest in helping develop a vaccine for Devil Facial Tumour Disease. So we're at Zoodoo because to do the test on the biomarker, which will help us to monitor the vaccine delivery in wild devils, we need to first perform these tests in captive devils.
So on day 0, we gave the 4 devils different doses of this bait marker. It's called IPA, iophonoxic acid. So they had that in a tasty treat. And then on day 1, the following day, we anaesthetised the devils and collected a blood sample. And we've done that again today, so 2 weeks later, and we'll do it again in a fortnight's time.
As soon as I've done this, if you put a finger on her here and then turn her onto her side,
So what we're looking for is to see, first of all, if these low doses of IPA, the bait marker, are measurable in the blood, and second of all, how long they're measurable for. So for it to be useful, we should be able to detect the bait marker in the blood up to 4 weeks after ingestion.
Important because these devils are contributing to future Tasmanian devil vaccine research in the wild. So the information that's learnt from what we're doing here today and over the next couple of weeks is going to be really important to inform what researchers do for the Tasmanian devil vaccine in the wild. So we're really privileged to be part of it. It's supporting important Tasmanian devil conservation work in the wild.
We do a lot of field work and we collect, from these wild devils that we're trapping out in the field, we collect blood and collect tumour biopsies if they've got tumours, and we can do all of that in the conscious devil, right? Like they're very submissive when they're being handled in the sack. The captive devils tend to be desensitised to people, and so they won't just sit there like a wild devil does to have these procedures done. So we need to anaesthetise them in order to get examine them or get the blood sample. So that involves masking them down with a gaseous anaesthetic and oxygen, and they tend to go down within a few minutes, and that gives us plenty of time. It only takes a couple of minutes to collect the blood and do a quick health check, and then we turn the anaesthetic off, but they stay on the oxygen until they're conscious and can go back into the sack and then back into the enclosure. So yeah, it is a quick procedure. I don't imagine the devils like being masked down, but the quick recovery is the big advantage of this protocol. The devils have been really cooperative. They've been perfect. They took the bait marker really well, and they've been going into the traps for the anaesthetics and the blood collection really smoothly. So that part of it has all been wonderful. But the test will be when we get these samples analysed.
As a conservation centre, Zoodoo wants to work really hard to support the community and to support universities in doing this research and contribute to conservation work any way we can through donating funds to not-for-profit organisations, but also contributing directly to important research like this, which directly impacts conservation in the wild.
We're very grateful for Zoodoo to help us with this, and their mission for conservation is really strong. Modern zoos have a really strong mission for conservation and education, and they've been wonderful for us to work with.
We'll wait. Zoodoo's devils have been a delight to work with so far. They've been super cooperative, and they're just they don't realise it, but they're making a really big contribution to our vaccine development research, and we're very appreciative of that.